Well, hello.
Hello. Google
Hi.
Chrome was being rude. It decided
Carly.
to close on me as you're talking.
Wait, what?
It did. It closed, and then we weren't sure. Do we wait for her to come back, or do we just start?
Yeah, because when I came back, it was just like the background. I was like, oh my goodness, they're not there. And then it finally was showing that we're going live. I was like, oh my. I was like, did I click the wrong link again or something?
No.
Hiya, Juju.
Did your internet bump you or what happened?
No, it's just on my phone. For some reason, the Google Chrome will just randomly close.
That's weird.
You have the S9, don't you?
Weird. Hey, Carly, did you listen to the stream from last week?
I did. I got the end.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you heard the end.
Yeah. I was laughing out loud.
Okay.
Carly, come back. Carly. Like, we need to add that somewhere. The intro.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, if I knew how to clip that, I would. Actually, I do know how to clip that. What am I saying? It is. I can get that. But yeah. Anyway, well, hi everybody. Welcome to our first in our Halloween extravaganza month. We hope
Call it a trilogy, technically.
Yeah,
Aren't we doing
a trilogy. It's 3.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to be here on the week of Halloween because it's actually Halloween.
Yep.
I like. What did we do last week? I forgot.
We did the state laws last week.
That's the only one we didn't do for anything for Halloween. I was like, I'm telling you, all these days just are jumbling together.
Yeah.
It would be cool if there was laws like that pertain to Halloween, but I don't think there is. I don't think there is any.
I didn't even think to look.
No trick-or-treating before 5 p.m.
Yeah, it's probably just a curfew thing.
My neighborhood is really cool with that. They don't come super early.
No one comes to our door.
Or super late, so.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because we usually go out when it's still sun is out a little bit, and you might see a few people, but it kind of depends on everybody's mood, I guess.
Yeah.
One year it snowed, so not many people wanted to come out early.
No.
I haven't been seeing, even when on my mom's street when they were living down too far from us, just there's no one really doing it, like dead. I think people are just doing like more of the church stuff, or like where they do doing family stuff. Yes, that's what it was called. Thank you. I was like, it's like something treat. But yeah, I'm not seeing.
Or maybe they drive over to the posh neighborhoods hoping to score the really good candy.
That's where you need to go. I tell this every year. I didn't have to as a kid because I just went to my grandparents and I had 4 sets of great grandparents, or 4 sets. The 2 sets of great grandparents and then the 2 sets of grandparents. So I had enough candy to last us a while.
Well, that's cool.
We get more candy than we know what to do with. We don't even eat a fraction of it.
Oh, look. AC found a Halloween law for her.
Of course.
Somebody put that up? Yep.
Oh, I already talked to I know last week, was that last week when we were talking about, I think AC announced that she was having trouble locating like some family in North Carolina. And the flood. I know I've already told you guys, but since everybody else was told by AC, she ended up getting in contact with them. They're okay. They're just flooded, but they're all okay. She was okay with me telling that to you guys. I'm pretty sure she would be okay with me announcing, because like she announced that they're missing. But yeah, so they're doing good. Just they got rescued, but yeah, I'm just hoping that they don't get hit with Milton. I'm not sure if Milton's going that way though.
No, he made a hard left turn. No, right turn. That's a right turn. He made a hard right turn over Orlando, and
that's why Disney World closed out of nowhere.
not out of nowhere. He was predicted to go right over them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's sad that their house is gone. I'm just so glad they're all safe.
Oh, they
Hopefully
love
they
it.
can salvage some items. That's the like
Yeah.
sad thing too. Is like that's what people understand with it. I'm not trying to get it all like sad before we do some funny stuff. Is like with these hurricanes and floodings and stuff. Is like people are losing their homes. It's
Well,
sad.
and the sad thing is, if you lose your home due to flooding, if you don't have flood insurance,
It's
you're
not
out of
covered.
luck. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, some people are required, if depending on if they have a mortgage, they're required to have flood insurance. But if you
Mm.
don't have a mortgage, or if you're in let's say 100-year floodplain, they may not require it, so people don't get it because it's not cheap.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I bet it's just like I think I think even like wildfires. Like I don't even know if we have insurance for that. I'm not in like
that's on your regular homeowner policy.
yeah okay.
Yeah, floods, there's very few things that homeowners doesn't cover, but flood is one of them. So like take Tampa for example. Well, really almost everywhere that Milton went, one of the things that they try to I'll just tell you what Allstate did when Katrina came through is, instead of fighting to figure out if the damage came, and I'm talking about your personal contents because that's what we did. And even, for the house itself, unless it was just so blatantly obvious there was no way they couldn't do it. We tried everything to make it, if the wind came and ripped, holes in your roof, obviously then water's going to get in through the top of the house because of all the rain.
Mm-hmm.
So we paid for as much contents as we could from that part through your homeowner's policy.
Mm.
That's right. You had to go and help, like,
Yeah.
didn't you? Like
Yeah.
do something.
I
Yeah,
worked as an adjuster for
that
about a
had been
year.
tough having to do that. Dealing with did you actually have to deal with the owners?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure they were not happy with some of the things you had to tell them.
Um, for the most part, it wasn't a problem because
Dog,
Allstate was doing
hi.
everything.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, dog. Allstate was doing everything they could to help these people. Like I said,
Okay.
they would even stretch, like, oh, the water came in through this bedroom. Okay, we'll pay for your living room.
Okay.
I mean, they really were trying, and that was, a lot of that was a goodwill thing, but
Yeah.
that's also, um, it's not just goodwill for the policy holder, but it's good business. They keep customers that way and they gain more
Yeah.
customers that way. So anyway,
All state stands. Are you in good
anyway,
hands?
yeah,
Yeah, I know. We're gonna give a whole thing, a whole paragraph in our comments talking about how long we took to
yeah,
start this time.
yeah. We're gonna
We
get it.
probably
Yeah,
should. We probably should have get started.
yeah, we should. So at
Sorry,
any
real
rate,
quick. Glad your sister's okay. She's crazy for right now, but glad she's okay.
yeah.
Mouthy.
And if you have thoughts and prayers to send out, I know JJ, who you may think of JJ with Selfie Queen Cindy. Um, like her or don't like her, she lives in Tampa. She has a business in Tampa, and her family has property on Siesta Key, which is where it came ashore,
Oh yeah,
made landfall. So, good thoughts and prayers for her.
Yeah.
yeah. Any
So,
there's anyone out there, but yeah, I don't wish anything bad upon anybody.
mm-mm.
So
Yep.
that's a good thing. Like even like you said, you like her, don't like her.
Yeah,
Prayers are needed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
So
Now I
alrighty.
think it's safe to
Who is
start
going
now.
first?
Yeah.
Who's
So-
gonna go
In our
first?
15-minute phone call.
Yeah. Well, we have to catch up. There's been a lot going on, you know?
Yeah.
We have people who have heavy stuff going on with family and
Yep.
hurricanes and the 3
Oh my
funnels in a row.
goodness.
Sean, somebody posted a picture where they said that it was 2 in a row, and have you ever seen that happen? And I was like, yeah, I've seen 2 in a row all the time. But I thought in that picture I saw a third one, so maybe that's what they were trying to say. And Sean's
Oh,
talking about tornadoes.
Yeah, that's what
There was
I
a-
figured. That's what funnel meant.
Yeah. There was a record number of tornadoes spawned by Milton yesterday afternoon, mostly in the afternoon, some in the evening.
Where was that at?
Florida.
Yeah. The
Oh,
when it
geez.
hit nightfall.
To at least 4 deaths, I think they said so far, are contributed to the tornadoes.
Oh, to the tornadoes.
Yeah.
I so far have seen 10 altogether, but I don't know what the cause was. In Virginia, you cannot trick or treat if you are over 12.
Well, boo to
I'm
That's
just
no
Virginia.
saying, like,
fun.
can I just like go on my knees and act like a kid?
Or what if your costume is you're a little kid? Does that count?
Can't
I'm
you
a
just say you
12-year-old.
identify as 11?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a fun 12-year-old. Trick or treat.
Now give me all your candy.
All right, who wants to go first?
I can go. Just gotta
Okay.
find my story.
Which one are you gonna read?
This one, since it's a little bit shorter than the other one. So what we'll do is, like normal, we'll read them and then discuss what we think and then have you guys vote on
Yeah.
if the poster is the asshole or not.
Poster is like the poster the asshole, the other person the asshole, or everybody's the asshole?
Yep.
Okay. So this one, am I the asshole for ruining thousands of kids' Halloween and not feeling bad about it?
Probably.
I live in a
yes.
I live in a large neighborhood, about 90 houses. We are what's considered the rich neighborhood. So our neighborhood, as always, has been a hotspot for trick-or-treaters. We used to get about 700 to 1,000 kids a year. I've always loved getting trick-or-treaters because my kids are teens now and don't trick-or-treat anymore. But in the last 4 years, it's gotten ridiculous. There's thousands of kids and their parents flooding the streets, people with hay in their rigs carrying kids around, trampling yards, littering candy wrappers everywhere, and the amount of small children walking around by themselves is appalling.
Oh, man.
People from the neighboring town of 30,000 people take their kids to my neighborhood. I was annoyed, but I never really did anything about it until 2 years ago. My daughter tripped and broke her arm. We didn't think it was a break, but wanted to go to the ER anyway to get checked out. And there were so many people in our neighborhood, we couldn't get out. There were cars everywhere, lining the streets, parked in people's yards. It was horrible. We had to wait until everyone left, about 1 a.m., to go to the hospital. My daughter had to wait in pain for hours. At that point, I was done. I contacted the neighborhood community, and we managed to get some folks, cops mostly, to stand at the gate with a list and only let in certain people. Folks that live there, family members, and friends. If you wanted to get in, you had to be close to someone in the neighborhood. It was great. There were only about 300 kids in the neighborhood, and after there was barely any trash. And we're doing it again this year. I recently told my sister what I've done, and she got really angry. When we were kids, we had a trick or treat in other neighborhoods because we lived in a trailer park with no other kids. She told me I was a horrible person for ruining thousands of kids' Halloween. But honestly, I'm not too broken up about it. It was a hazard. If there was a fire or an emergency, no one would be able to get in to help. When I was a kid, there was never any cars lining the streets. The residences could get out if they wanted. It was never dangerous. I don't think I'm in the wrong, but I've always respected my sister's opinion. Am I the asshole?
Okay.
I don't think he's the asshole.
I have to take it back because I can kind of see where they're coming from, because I know I would be irritated too if I couldn't take my kid to the doctors. I say, like, I don't people parking on lawns and parking, they should have parked outside of the neighborhood and just walked around or something. That's just rude.
And they're talking about litter all over the place. If they can't
Yeah,
do it
that too.
respectfully, then should they have the opportunity to keep coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they talk to everyone in the neighborhood and everyone in the neighborhood was like all for it, then yeah, they everyone in the neighborhood's in agreement. They found something. They found a way to, which is good. Like if you know someone in the neighborhood or something like that, that's a good way to do it. Now, there's other neighborhoods that those other kids can go to. Like we were just talking about, you go to the rich neighborhoods to get the good candy. That's all the reason they were there, but they were being disrespectful. So, like Grace said, I don't think they should have the opportunity to trick or treat there.
In a gated neighborhood, are the roads public property, Mousy? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when we were younger too, we used to always say, like, we'd be done with our neighborhood and then it was, oh, let's go to the rich area, get full candy bars. But if it's that bad to where it's over, well, they said they would get between 700 and 1,000 kids. And then on top of that, another few thousand coming in. Like, that's just insane. Like,
I mean, I would be turning off my lights and being like, nope, not this house.
yeah,
That's what I would have been doing.
like that just seems out of hand. Is it advertised like go to this neighborhood or what I would say is let's give out raisins and that way people won't want to come to our neighborhood anymore. And if you're going to go, like you said, if you're going to go to another area and you can't even like pick up after yourself, you can't be respectful of people that want to leave.
Dog, I'm gonna just let you know real quick. We don't do politics over here. We try to keep it a happy place, so we leave the politics out the door. If you would be so kind,
Yeah.
thank you. Um,
So,
and
well, Mousy was saying if it was a gated community, how are they getting in?
well, they
I don't
had the
know if they leave
cops
the door.
monitoring something, so I assumed they were at the gates, but I probably assumed too much there.
Yeah, they probably should have included that in the post, but the only extra thing they had posted was like the people there's no people in the cars, so
Yeah.
I guess people were saying like just tell the people to leave, but it was just people parking, so no way to get people to move.
To Juju's point, where she says she probably doesn't fully believe the person, on most of these that we look at, I don't really fully believe half of what they say on whether they look like the asshole or not. You can tell there was one that I was reading and you could tell it was so bad that just what they were reading was just so over the top. I was like, there's no way this is true. And so I skipped over it. But I think a lot of times they embellish a little bit too much and it makes it like, maybe you're not telling the whole truth here.
Yeah.
But we take what we get.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's
because
why
the
we
whole.
also.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that's why we also discuss, who's the asshole, and not just take outright what we've gotten laid before us. And
how about the kids are the kids littering and the parents littering and not watching
well,
their
they
kids.
kind of are for sure. Because they kind of did ruin it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's. Oh, go ahead, Carly.
I was gonna say it's weird for the sisters to say you're ruining kids' Halloween by not letting people. It's like,
well, there's other neighborhoods they can go to.
Yeah, it's not like it's their neighborhood or nothing.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Oh, gate codes. Yeah, I wonder if it's just one of those nice neighborhoods, but maybe just not gated. I don't know.
Oops. Kicked a cat.
Yeah, that's if it, like Mousy said, if they had the gates open and it's a gated community, they should just close the gates.
Yep.
Because I almost wonder if there's maybe an HOA thing that says just leave it open for Halloween. That way, at least people in their neighborhood can come and go as they please and didn't count on a whole nother town coming by.
That could be.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'd
we
be
ready
pretty
to
annoyed.
vote?
I think we're all
Yeah.
over the place. I don't think. Mousy says they are.
Well, you did reference Trump and living happy lives, and that's enough politically for us to not want it here.
Yeah. And voting.
No. So
We
what
just
do
want
you
to have
guys
fun and
think?
keep that out of our
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah.
But so is it 1 is the asshole, 2 not an asshole, or 3 the neighborhood's the asshole? Or the sister. I don't know. Maybe 3 could be other.
Yeah, this one doesn't really have.
Vishnard, you said 3, so who do you think is the asshole?
What was 3 again?
3 was
Well, 3
either
could
like
be
the
all the kids, the
other
trick-or-treaters.
trick-or-treaters or the sister. Just anyone but the original poster.
Mousy 5, everyone's the a-hole. 3 is the lies and the tell.
Everyone is the asshole.
Everybody and nobody.
It is kind of a wash. I think you're right, Fish Nerd.
Maybe 4 is 50-50. I don't think we've ever had to go to number 5 before.
No. Is
Mousy
everyone
just making
is
it.
number 5 everyone is the asshole in Claire's? Is that why you said 5, Mousy?
I can't remember. I only remember what 4 is.
Dare I ask?
Okay.
I dare
So
not.
1 is he is the asshole. 2, he's not. 3,
They both
you
are.
could say it's either the trick-or-treaters or the sister. I think 4 was nobody. 5 would be everybody.
I don't know.
There you go.
They just think they get the yay corn.
You technically don't have
Oh.
to put a number to. You could just say
Yeah.
what your opinion is.
Yeah, you could just put whatever number and just say whatever you want.
Okay.
I think
gotcha,
it's safe to
Mousy.
say we're not unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah,
We
that's
all don't
okay.
need to see things the same way.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
Fish
he
Nerd
is
is just a
the
bad
asshole.
situation all
I'll
around.
say I don't think he is.
I
Mm-mm.
don't think
Assuming everything is
true.
truthful, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if everything were, if you took out, if he were able to get his car out and take his kid to the hospital and there was no littering all over, I don't think
Yeah.
he would even start this. So,
Yeah. Because you can have a lot of kids around without it being that out of control.
yeah.
That sounds like a different level.
Yeah.
We get a lot of kids in our neighborhood, but I think the only issue, well, I think it was last year, we just put a bucket of candy out on the porch instead of so people could take candy while we were gone. And we got back and the whole bucket was gone.
Yeah.
So
The bucket
Yeah, I've learned
just
you can't do
disappeared too.
that.
that was probably the worst we've ever,
Well,
worst thing we've ever dealt with.
You have a camera, don't you? Did someone
We
just take the
didn't
whole bucket?
we didn't put those up until this year. So
Oh,
we
darn.
have them now, but
Yeah, I have a camera and it didn't stop them.
yeah.
No, I mean, just so you can see, okay, did someone just take the whole bucket, or did people actually were good about it? Because people be posting the videos of people just taking more than what they should.
Yeah, the entire bucket was gone. So we
Oh,
were like,
my bucket
okay.
was, they left the bowl. It was a bowl that I left.
Yeah, our whole thing was gone. So I don't know if someone like took it while it was full or if it was there's like, I'm just gonna take this since there's nothing left. But
No,
now
Mousy,
this
they
year,
couldn't. Sorry, I was gonna answer her. Go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
They weren't saying that the hospital was full. They couldn't get to the hospital because there was so many people there.
Yeah, they had to wait until 1 a.m. to even leave.
Yeah. So because there was too many people.
Yeah. And but this year if we can see our cameras from our phones, so if someone's trying, we could be like, you can talk back to them and be like, put that down. They may or may not, but worth the try. So whose turn is it now?
I can go now, or Cass can go if you'd like.
Either rock, paper, scissors.
Cass, you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead. Your grandma's talking to me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. This is called, Am I the asshole for not really caring about Halloween? Excuse me. Okay. First thing she says, throw away because the husband is here somewhere lurking. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, a bit of backstory to explain. I was raised in a super strict Christian household where Halloween was the devil's holiday and was not celebrated at all. My parents would turn the lights off and put a sign on the door that we didn't have any candy. I have a younger brother and they still do this. I had to spend the evening reading. That part I didn't mind because I love reading and listening to all the other kids outside. Eventually it stopped bothering me because after years of ignoring a thing, it just kind of fades out of your mind. I just don't have a drive to do anything Halloween related. Fast forward to now. I am married with 3 kids. My husband loves Halloween. He makes masks and dressing up, or he loves masks and dressing up. And when we had our first child, he was over the top, dressed him as Spider-Man, his favorite, and took him around the neighborhood. He asked me if I wanted to come and I declined. I spent the night reading. Second child is born. Cycle repeats, same for the third. I don't actively discourage celebration of Halloween in the house, I just have no drive or desire to participate. I've been to a few friends' Halloween parties, but they felt like regular parties to me. I didn't dress up. I have several friends that go all out for this holiday, like bought fog machines and everything, and I just can't muster up any excitement. My husband asked me recently if I wanted to try something this year, and I just don't. He seems really bummed about this, and I feel like something is wrong with me. Am I the asshole for essentially being a killjoy during the spooky season? Edit. I most certainly do not discourage my family from celebrating. I help the kids get dressed and we have a mini photo shoot before they go out. I'd also like to point out that my kids are older now. My sons are 16 and 14 and aren't too big to go into going out anymore. All right.
I don't think it makes anyone an asshole for not wanting to celebrate Halloween because I mean not everyone does, but
I
it's
don't.
also if she was like banning it from the house, then maybe. But if she's like, you guys can do it, but I don't really want to, then I don't think that makes her an asshole.
Yeah. So what do we think?
Like there's people
Go ahead.
that want to go all out for the more minor holidays like St. Patrick's Day and things like that.
Day.
But it's like, I don't know. And then same with Valentine's Day. Like some people think that it's a corny, whatever holiday, don't want any part of it. And then their partner's like, what the heck? It's my favorite holiday. Like, why not? But I just think it's personal taste. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And it's not like she's telling them, I feel like this is not my thing, so I don't want it to be your thing either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She's
letting them do it.
yeah, she's helping the kids get dressed. She's doing the photo shoots with them. She just doesn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
But nerd.
And I
And
can see why, you know, it would suck if you're excited about a holiday and your partner isn't, but it is what it is.
see, but these are the kind of things that you kind of work out before you get married.
Yeah.
Like when Halloween
Yeah,
comes
right.
around and she's not participating and you kind of ask her why and you kind of get that all worked out like she's not going to participate ever.
Yeah.
And then now, like she said, the kids are grown, so they're not really into going out. So is he like, what is he wanting to do? Is he wanting to host a party? Like, what is it? Like, he should say, like, because he's asking if she wants to do anything, maybe he should just explain, like, hey, I feel like doing this year. And I'm pretty sure she'll just go along with it.
Yeah, she says they go to friends' parties and she just is like, it's a regular party. It's a
Yeah.
regular party. She just doesn't get into the whole
Yeah.
Halloween thing.
Yeah. And there's other things you can do that are Halloween, but not Halloween, like go to the fair, pumpkin patch, corn maze.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be just strictly costume type stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would think that would be a good compromise, but I think that's weird to be like, you're a buzzkill because you won't celebrate Halloween. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like Halloween, yeah, everyone can celebrate it, but I feel like it's more a kid's thing too.
What she's left out though is what he's like. Is he demanding anything of her, or is he just like,
Yeah.
chill?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd like you to come do something, but it's okay. She
Yeah.
just asks, is she an asshole for not doing this? So we don't know.
Maybe
It's
she
kind of
just feels, but maybe she's starting to feel guilty. Like, maybe, but that's the thing. It's like, I don't I don't think she is, but I don't know. If he's not saying anything, I wouldn't even been tripping about it. Like, if he's not saying, "Oh, you're a buzzkill," then I wouldn't.
yeah. So
I wouldn't
that's
do it.
why we can't ask. Is she the asshole? Is he the asshole? Because we don't know if he's doing anything
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
she didn't
be an
go into
asshole.
that.
It almost sounds like I feel like she's implying he's like almost making her I don't know if he's making her feel guilty or if he's bummed and therefore she's like, am I being a jerk by not just celebrating Halloween?
Yeah.
So yeah, hard to tell. But even if he's being bummed, I don't think that necessarily makes him an asshole. He's bummed, he's bummed. But if he's like, you're not fun, I hate that you won't celebrate it, but she did not include that. So
Yeah. So I guess the vote here on this one is going to boil down to is she an asshole?
1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for other, I guess. I say no. She's not
I
an
say no.
asshole.
She's not an asshole.
And I'm curious too if there's a holiday that she really likes and he doesn't particularly care for it. Yes, dog, that's the game.
Yep. We're seriously questioning who's the asshole. We're borrowing this idea from Claire. Claire does it in her channel too.
Yep. With limited info, neither of them. Yeah. Not the asshole. The story rings more nonfiction. Yeah.
I don't know if the story rings nonfiction, Mousy, because I know a lot of people personally who don't get festive with Halloween.
Yeah.
I sure
And
don't.
yeah, I personally don't celebrate it.
Yeah, I
Dog,
don't
I don't
get
know if you're
festive.
super familiar with our channel, but we're just here having fun. This is all in fun.
Just
Our channel is meant to be fun and silly and nothing serious whatsoever.
Basically, just open discussion in a way.
Yeah, even if, like how you were saying earlier, and how everyone else was saying, everything could be made up in all these "Am I the assholes?"
Yeah.
So we just kind of go with the flow, see what other people think. Are they the asshole or not?
But in a way, it's no different than talking about a movie or a book. They're not real, but you still talk about it. So,
Snark Mousy? We're snarky? Are you serious?
us nah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. But yeah, to me this is kind of one of these live and let live things because it's her freedom of expression. I mean, she's not even at this point, she's not even really tying it to her religion. She's just tying it to I just don't do this. It just has
Right.
no place for me. So,
oh no, Massey's saying no, I'm snarky.
okay.
Chat fun and snark. Yeah, I think she's just going.
Yeah,
It's
because
sometimes
I feel
hard
like
to read, how to read a tone of when people went up a text or whatever. But anyway, keep going. Sorry, Kevin.
I was going to say, if it was more of a religion thing, I feel like she would not do anything. Like she wouldn't go to the party. She would
No, she
literally do
wouldn't.
nothing. But
Right.
sounds more just like she just doesn't
She's
like
not
it.
into it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the unanimous vote is she's not the asshole.
Yeah. It may not surprise you, but over on AITA, they actually did vote her the asshole.
Did they really?
Oh,
Yeah, they
really?
did. Yeah, they did. I'm surprised, but they did vote her the asshole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they say why?
Well, I mean, you can read tons of responses as to why, but
Yeah.
that was the overall vote.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Really?
Real.
Probably like, you need to just do it. It's your husband.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Be a family.
I don't even think she said her kids are teenagers now. Like, I don't think they'd want to hang out with their mom on Halloween necessarily.
Or their dad?
Yeah. Like, can we go party? So
Yeah,
that's
they said
strange.
that she wasn't. They were not even big going out anymore. Who knows? They might not do anything like her. They might not be into it. Some things you just outgrow.
Yep.
All right, Miss C, I think you're up.
Yep.
Make it
Am
good.
I?
Just kidding.
Am I the asshole for making my daughter return a Halloween costume? This happened in October, and my daughter is still acting cold and hardly speaking to me. My daughter is 16, works an after-school job 5 days a week. Her high school had a costume contest for Halloween. My daughter and her friends planned a group costume to enter. She went with her friends after school to buy costumes. I picked her and her friends up from the store, and they showed me their costumes. My daughter spent $80 on hers. I was pissed. That's a lot of money to spend on something you're going to wear for a few hours. Very irresponsible use of money. I told her as much I told her as much in the car, told her it was ridiculous. I dropped her friends off and took her back to the store and to return the costume and accessories. Her friends found someone else to take her place in the group, and they won the contest and $100 Visa gift card to split. My daughter came home from school on Halloween upset. She claimed she had to sit and watch while her friends had fun, and she missed out on everything. I pointed out to her after splitting the gift card, it would be way less than she spent on the costume, and it was only a few hours. But she didn't want to listen to reason. Now, a month later, and she is still moody and mostly ignoring me. My ex-husband told me I made her
Time
miss
out.
out. Oh, sorry.
Can you adjust your microphone? Juju can't hear you very well.
Oh no. Damn it. Sorry about that. Should I start over? Do I need to
No.
start over, Juju? Okay, no, just so now a month later, she is still moody and mostly ignoring me. My ex-husband told me I made her miss out, and she worked so much she missed out on a lot of stuff with her friends. And I could have let her have this, but at the end of the day, I saved her $80. I just trying to teach my daughter how to be responsible. Oh, glitchy. Oh, okay. Be responsible with money. She could have gotten a cheap costume, especially since she would have only worn it for a few hours. Am I the asshole?
I got a question. Whose money was it?
It was the daughter's. She
Hers.
works.
She worked.
Yeah, so she works 5 days a week after school.
Well, then Dad can shut the up.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay, I'm glitched. Oh, I
that's
have a
weird.
static. Sorry. That's what I was saying. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think mom is because it's her daughter's money. She earned it. And not only that, it's she was the only one left out of a group thing and they won. She gets it's like she what is $80 if it means she got to have a fun memory with her friends to look back on? And when she's I saved her
Exactly.
$80, like, well now what is she gonna spend $80 on? She how old was she? 16?
16.
Yeah, it's like she's gonna go blow it on something dumb anyway, so why not let her do it? Who cares?
I mean, my dad. Here's something that my dad said to me once when I was a couple years older than this girl, but he said you're going to pay for your education one way or the other, which means if you're going to blow your money on a costume that you will only wear for a few hours and then don't have money for something that you really want later, well, you just paid for your education on blowing your $80 on a costume that you only wear for 3 hours when you could have bought a cheaper costume. So
Yeah.
you have to let kids be. I mean, she's not, a little kid, but
Yeah, gotta let her learn. Let her learn the lesson on her
yeah,
own, like how your dad was saying.
yeah. Anyway,
That is
And
true, Sean. I wonder, did she pay a lot of money for her prom dress?
yeah, it's for one night.
Right. But you couldn't possibly wear it again.
Yeah,
and she can probably sell that costume on eBay
yeah,
or
Yeah.
whatever and get money for it.
yeah.
Yep.
Or keep it for
Put in a
maybe if there's like a school, because in my high school we always had like spirit weeks and there was reasons to wear costumes. So
yeah,
I
keeping
bought
those
costumes that
costumes.
I've worn for stuff like that. But either way, like when I look back, it's like, yeah, there's stuff I wasted money on, but I remember the event, the memory.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is her mom like jealous or is there more to it? Because to make her return it and be like, I saved you $80. Like, yeah, now she won't talk to you. So,
The mom was just so mad that she spent so much money on such a small thing to her. Yeah, I've done that too, Mousy. I've like had costumes and wore them and did other things with them.
as when you were first saying, like, I thought it was going to be like an inappropriate type costume,
Me too.
but if it was about the money, it's like she earned that money. Like, who cares? Now, if she was like, "Mom,
Uh,
can I have $80 for
back up.
a costume?" Then that's another thing. But it's her money she earned, then I say let her spend it how she wants, as long as she's not hurting anyone or herself. I say mom's the asshole.
Yeah. I say mom and dad are the asshole.
Yeah. I wonder if how long it took her to end up talking to her again.
No, and that was a year ago. It says it posted a year ago. The dad was
Oh,
actually the ex-husband, which is the dad, was actually getting onto the mother for told her that he made her miss out, and
Oh,
she
okay. I
so
thought the dad was the
yeah.
one who picked her up. Okay, no.
No. The mom picked her up from the store, took the friend's home, and then made her return it. And the dad just was like, "You made her miss out over $80."
Okay. So,
And she
yeah,
works hard for it.
mom is definitely the asshole.
Yeah, and if she's like, I saved her $80, like, what is she saving for? What?
But
Like,
then you took a memory away was worth
yeah.
more than $80, and then, hey, Teresa,
Hey,
um,
Teresa.
Teresa,
then you also, what was I just gonna say? Oh, they got what, it wasn't an $800 gift card?
it was $100 gift card.
Oh, I thought you said 800. Okay, so
Oh man, if it was 800, man, I would be like, if I was the
I'd
mom,
be
I'd be
so
feeling
mad
so
at
stupid.
my mom.
Woo! Either way, okay, so if there was four friends, that's $25. Your goal would have been, you wouldn't even got half of what you paid, but hey, you should got $25 to put back to that 80. But just let her have fun.
I'd be really hurt if I was like all my friends got to do it and I didn't.
got kicked out of the
And
group. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they planned it.
and
They
they
planned it.
won.
And yeah, exactly. Like she said, she had to sit there and watch her friends win. She's probably gonna feel like I should have been up there.
Yeah, I would have been. Well, I've been so mad at my mom, and I almost, if I was feeling rebellious, I probably would have been like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. She can punish me later.
Yeah, that's what some do. But like how what did I say? Like I said, like she worked for it. It was her own money.
Yep.
Let her learn.
And
It's like
it's
they're
like, was
gonna
$80 worth it, Mom, to hurt your daughter, make her not talk
yeah.
to you?
That's what everyone's like. Good job for straining your relationship.
Yep, for $80.
Guess who's not gonna be there to help pick out bride's dresses? I'm just kidding.
Right? Like $80, that's a down payment on a car. Like, really?
Should just be in there. Like you're only gonna wear this wedding dress once. Why are you gonna spend that much money on it?
Yeah. And I wonder if her daughter even brought that up, but mom left that out. Because I'd be like, you spend money on whatever stuff that's only for one night, but you do it. There's a lot of things that you buy things like just for that occasion and probably tuck in a closet or sell or give away. But the whole point is the memories. I hope that there was another one that down the line she gets to participate in, like maybe the following year.
And with her being 16, she most likely is either a junior or a senior
Yeah.
in high school. So she might not, if she's a senior, she might not get another chance to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, Teresa mentions wedding dresses.
Yeah.
Just wait till she
Yeah.
goes wedding
Homecoming,
dress
prom,
shopping with her
wedding.
mother.
Yep.
Mom's gonna be like, $2,000? Are you serious for a wedding dress that you're only gonna wear
That's
for a
what I'm
few
saying.
hours?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
would you do that? Exactly. It's the
She's
fond
gonna be like,
memories.
yeah, Mom, $2,000. I got it out of the bargain bin.
Wedding dresses are expensive,
Yeah.
but hey, to each their own. If that's what you want to do, don't judge people on how they want to spend their money. That's their business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is so true. Like you don't think back and go, man, I can't believe I spent $80. You think back
Mm-hmm.
about, I can't believe I won that contest. That's so awesome. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of curious to know like what their costumes were.
I know, right? Me too. It
They
doesn't
won, so
say.
it must have been good. But yeah, Mom is the asshole.
Yeah, or even like Teresa's saying, like, even like I think someone else even said it too above about the whole prom thing. It's like, okay, when she goes to prom, are you gonna make her get like some cheap prom dress? That's the thing. Who knows? She could have been like deciding to save it all for that costume. Y'all could wear the costume to prom as well. We don't know because we don't know what the costume was.
I think it would have been hilarious if the daughter was like, you know what, I'm gonna go dressed as you for Halloween, and I'm gonna spend the $80 to get stuff to just look like you. I'm a momster.
Momster.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay, this one's interesting. I'll say that. Okay. Am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume?
No.
Hi,
Did it cost
everyone.
$80?
Probably.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I'm a 19-year-old female and had a Halloween party over the weekend. And this is from 2022. I invited my boyfriend, who's 21, and a bunch of our friends over, including his best girlfriend. I will call her Agatha. My boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you know,
Mm.
I was pretty excited because I thought it was funny and a cute costume. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat. Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time until Agatha walks in dressed as a pumpkin. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely. But a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the asshole?
Agatha does sound like a hurricane. I agree with that, Juju.
Oh,
Oh
hi,
man.
Claire.
Hey Claire, good to see you. I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Well, and I'll let everyone decide, but there's also an update to this story.
Oh no.
I think Agatha's the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that too. She knew dang well what she was doing when she came in as a pumpkin.
Well,
You
she
know
says
she was
group
doing it.
costume. How is how is that a group costume?
That's not a group
It's
costume.
not a group costume. The group has nothing to do with you. It's a couple's costume. See your way out of it.
Yeah. And that'd be weird to be like, can I join in? So like either way, it's weird. And I'd be like, you know what the cost she added a detail that like when they were texting about the costume, she said, oh, and you're probably gonna have fun after with that costume. So like she knew what the costume represented.
Yeah, she knew.
So yeah.
You jelly, Agatha. You jelly.
Yeah.
And then she goes right in the hug zone. Like,
What's the matter?
really?
Mm-hmm.
goes right up and hugs him. Like, she just sounds like one of those, like, I'm his best friend. You can't get rid of me. And
Stop.
looks like
Stop.
and if he's in agreement with her, then that's all that matters. I wouldn't care about what the other people say. Like, if he's in agreement with me, that's all that matters. She wants a boyfriend to eat her. Oh, good. Yes, because she's a pumpkin. Oh my goodness.
I've actually never heard of this costume. I kind of
I've
want to
never
look it
heard
up.
of it either. I know.
I think a couple of costumes are funny, but I've never heard that one. And I wonder why she chose the name Agatha. That's interesting. Absolutely, she was a bee. Still hilarious. You hilarious bitch. Well, you might change your mind because I'll read the update.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're
So
gonna read the
that
update.
was
Oh no.
that was Halloween of 2022. This is February 2023. So just a few months later, she goes, "Well, I have an update. I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal. I'm glad I waited though, because you all need to hear this one. Many
Oh
people
my
pointed
goodness.
out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months, and they
Oh
were
my
just really good at
God.
hiding it until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout, and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone, and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. No, it's not a vibrator. I opened his bedside table drawer and found a second phone. My gut told me that something
Oh.
wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password, which was 1234, and my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only have they been sleeping together, she recently found out she was pregnant.
I knew
Oh.
it. Once you started saying that, like
Yeah.
they were sleeping together. Oh, she.
Yeah. This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. I was
No.
completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading to me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. He could have all those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car, trying to block my path. I went over the grass around and didn't look back. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all these women so I wouldn't find out. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused, and I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore. He,
Oh.
he is blocked on everything. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, and I heard through the grapevine that he got another one of the women pregnant
Oh
too.
my goodness.
I'm glad I dodged that bullet. As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation. I've been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew that was happening behind my back.
Wow.
What
Talk
an
about an
asshole.
update. Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
her gut was telling her there was not
Well,
just a
Agatha's
costume.
just gonna keep being the mistress with all them other mistresses because he ain't settling down.
Yeah, because some people had said it was a red flag that he was like, okay, I'll be done with her, like no questions asked, instead of being like, well, she's my best girlfriend, like not putting up any kind of fight. Just like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah.
like once you said like wait till you hear that day, I was like, oh my god, don't tell me. And then three, like, he was eating her.
He was.
Well, and I didn't realize like what Teresa said, the Peter, like the whole poem, it's about like having a mistress. So,
So she was the pumpkin mistress.
yeah, so it's like, what kind of cruel universe, whatever was did that? Yep.
I'm just so glad she got her revenge on like telling the boss.
Well, people were saying like you got him fired, and she's like, I don't know if that's why he got fired, but I just noticed he doesn't work there anymore. So, but
I'm sorry, but that's what you're using company phone on, and that's what.
yeah, she said that he was like sending pictures and everything. So he gets too much pumpkin.
Whew.
And what's crazy is they were 19 and 21s. Like, that's a lot of drama for that young.
Well, I totally, after all that, I totally forgot they're that young. She's better off. She did dodge a bullet. She don't want to be in her 30s with 5 different stepkids.
Yeah, and if he's got a girlfriend and then sleeping with his best friend plus other girls, it's like, dude, if you can't keep it in your pants, what are you doing? I hope she got tested too for STDs. He's probably
Oh
got
yeah, that too. I'm really did it say how long they were together for?
no,
I couldn't remember if it
but
said it. I was just after the whole update, I completely forgot about the first part of the story. Like,
yeah. And if that happened Halloween and then February she's reposting it, guess it didn't take long for her to find out. And what's weird is they were sleeping together even before Halloween, so it's like I wonder how long it was going on. It was
You like that?
two.
You like that?
That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'd be like, I'm going to get myself tested.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Oh my goodness.
It's definitely had been raw dogging it if you got them pigs pregnant.
Oh, have mercy.
Yeah, so I mean, what's crazy is it started off like, am I an asshole for kicking her out of her costume? And now it's like, no,
Well, they both are.
it was
Yeah.
Not her.
your intuition that made you kick her out, not the costume. Or the costume represented what was going on. I would have been mad if she didn't kick her out.
My.
So yeah, she's definitely not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
No.
All righty. Am I up now?
Yep.
All righty.
Agatha the asshole.
Let's see, which one do I want to do now?
I just realized there's a new show called Agatha All Along. It was Agatha all along.
I'm gonna do this one. Let's get this one. That's too long. Okay. Am I the asshole for buying my son a Halloween costume? I, 34 female, and my husband, 35 male, have a 5-year-old son together. My husband was raised in a family where boys play with cars and girls play with dolls. My son has a huge obsession with unicorns and asked if he could go as a unicorn for Halloween. My husband told him no, and he would take him shopping for a boy costume. I found a unicorn costume in his size and wrapped the costume up to surprise him. I gave it to him after school, and he immediately went and put it on. My husband looks at me and tells me that I am trying to change our son to be girly and should have bought him a Spider-Man or Superman costume. This incident happened over the weekend, and husband is still fuming over it. Am I the asshole for buying my son a Halloween costume?
No. If it was what the son wanted, then I say, let him wear what he wants.
Not
Now,
all kids, not all boys are into superheroes like Spider-Man. So, like Carly said, if that's what he wanted to be, then that's what he wanted to be. Just like all girls are not.
yeah,
that
then
is,
she'd be the asshole.
like all girls are not into the princess stuff. Some
Right.
girls might want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes, a 35-year-old would need a slap, but not a 5-year-old.
Yeah, because there's female superheroes like Power Rangers and stuff like that. So
Power Rangers. Yeah,
I like those when I was
Wonder
younger.
Woman. Yeah, same here. There's Wonder Woman. There's
And Halloween is kind of
Black
the
Widow.
one night a year where anything goes, pretty much, to
and
an
that's where
extent, I
the
suppose.
sweats
But
come out.
Well, how do we know that unicorns are all girls?
yeah,
They're
Whoever
not
made that
unicorns.
conclusion.
Unicorns are unicorns.
Yeah.
They're unicorns. They're for everybody. I
Yeah.
want a unicorn,
Yeah.
and I'm 35.
or what if you wanted to be like a scary unicorn?
Yeah.
I'll dress up as Superman and I'll dress up as Batman and be on the unicorn.
Yeah.
How about that?
Because when I was teaching, I had one of the boys. He had bought new shoes. He got to pick them out. They were princess. I had the kids do a craft of what they want for Christmas, and I gave them one of the toy catalogs and said, "Okay, pick like 5 things, and we'll glue it on a paper stocking, whatever." And he picked all dolls and stuff. It's like, okay, not a big deal. Oh, what Teresa say? Oh yeah,
That is
it's
so true.
it seems to be an only problem when it's the boys. Yeah, unicorns and like sleeping with their head.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
One response that I want to read to, let's see, what they voted for in this one. Well, we haven't voted yet, so we'll take the vote. But one response that came in was, "You're not the asshole. You're not the asshole, but your husband is, and you should buy him a Halloween costume, Captain Toxic Masculinity."
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So who's the asshole here? Is she the asshole? Is the husband the asshole? Are they both assholes, or is the unicorn the asshole?
Oh, the unicorn for sure. No,
For sure.
the husband.
Fish Nerd says she is.
Because that is. Did it say how old the kid was? What was he?
5. He's
5.
5.
Okay. Yeah. Because after a certain age, that's when the kids start wanting to pick what they want. 'Cause I
Yeah.
used to have my kids be like partner costume, like ones that go together. And then when they started saying, "No, I want to be that," it's like, dang it, but okay. Because I had him do whatchamacallit, Superman and Wonder Woman, Woody and Jesse, things like that. And then they started wanting to be their own. I'm like, but they were so cute when they were like matching, kind of. But but it's all about them at the end of the day. The unicorn is never. Oh, I can
Lee
think of
never
one.
did any matching as kids. Like my brothers would be anywhere from a wrestler to Thomas the Tank Engine, and I'm over here being Jasmine because Jasmine was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe.
All right. I'm not seeing anything for her being the asshole. I think she was a little bit of an asshole. A little bit. Just because she knew that it would be a problem with the husband.
Yeah. I don't know if asshole's the word, or I'm trying to think of a word that I would call her, but It's not coming to me. More like instigating.
She's an instigator, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if Dad's not over it after a day, then
Yeah,
he needs to
and he needs
deal
to
with.
borrow that asshole.
Yeah.
But not borrow that asshole. Borrow that unicorn horn.
Yeah.
Put it right up his behind.
Yeah. Like, he's not going to turn into a unicorn. He's a fart.
Yeah, Liam, I'm probably guessing that this has come up somewhere along the line in their marriage before.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but having a boy that age, I'm sure he's reached for a girl toy at some point prior to this, knowing my little brother.
Yep.
Oh,
Aww.
then it was
So
all
sad.
over. I can't really be Spider-Man. I don't want to be anything.
Right. Like, I'm going to climb walls. That's usually the most disappointing part. Like, my costume doesn't make me that person. No fun.
No worries, dog. We got it. We get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything we do here is anytime you come in here, just think of what we're doing is fun and lighthearted. If we ever do anything serious, we stress that we're doing something serious because it rarely happens.
Yeah.
It does occasionally, but not often.
I would be a Pegasus. And then, yep.
Oh, my friend in high school was obsessed with Pegasuses.
Pegasus.
All right. Well, I guess Cass, you're up.
Like, I really want to read this one, but it's kind of long. But I didn't put it in the thing because I just found it.
Oh.
'Cause I didn't have it. I was gonna choose one of your guys's because I couldn't find any because all I'm finding is long
Well, I
ones.
have one left, but it's long, so.
Yeah, this one is long.
I like they all are
so-
long.
Yeah, that's what the problem I'm having. Hold on 1 second.
Speak loud again, Mrs. Cassandra.
I was saying, hold on
And-
a second. Sorry, gremlin.
While
Real quick.
while we're waiting for Mrs. Cassandra to pull that up, if you haven't gone and tapped that like button, if you would go ahead and give it some love, that would be awesome. Because we do need all the love we can get.
Give it a little love tap.
Yep. Oops. Another kick the cat.
Okay,
Aw.
sorry. All right. Is this good? Is this good? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
What is that? What did we just post? Is that an ink dot?
What?
No,
Where?
that's someone yelling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't see it because
I can't either.
blending in.
Also, because I'm getting a little migraine-y thing.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, that's. I mean, it's not going to result in a headache. I can tell by the kind it is, but.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. Okay. Jeez. Oh, I can't.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
are we ready?
I see your taps.
Are we ready?
Ready.
Red
Am I
eye.
the asshole for going as grass to an early Halloween party?
As grass?
Grass. As grass.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, I, a 31 male, was invited to my friend, 33 male, Will's early Halloween party. I had eagerly accepted the invite and was excited to celebrate because, as a childless/single 31-year-old man with no children or younger siblings, Halloween had managed to be one of those holidays that slipped through the cracks. A few days after the invite, though, Will informed me that the party was a costume party. I hadn't been too surprised, though, because Will has had a young son. who is incredibly passionate about Halloween, yet doesn't feel that comfortable trick-or-treating. And because it really wouldn't be that difficult, I agreed to dress up. Now, here's where I think I may have went wrong. While I did love Halloween. Why are we doing the did? Okay, anyway, I didn't really have any costumes, which meant that my options were either to make something or to buy something to wear. And because I'm a cheapskate, I decided just to make my own costume. Unfortunately, though, the only things I had that felt slightly costumey were a green shirt, green pants, and a top hat, sunglasses, a white scarf, and one of those bead necklaces you get at parades. Being limited, I had decided to reach into the deepest and darkest corners of my mind for a costume, and eventually I came up with a blade of grass costume. I was wearing the green pants, green shirt, shaded sunglasses, and the top hat, which I had covered with green construction paper. Then, for good measure, I went outside my house and massaged a little soil into the clothes. Then yesterday, the party rolled around, and I came in my grass costume. I was a little embarrassed as the first three people I saw were wearing realistic demon costumes and stuff, and there I was, a dirt-wearing piece of grass. It
Huh?
was all it was all okay though until Will's son came out and started to cry.
Oh,
Now, when I say that Will's son was young, I meant that he's too young for kindergarten. So when he saw me and started crying, I felt kind of at fault. Then, when Will saw me and tried to comfort his son, he asked what I was, and so I told him. Then Will told me that I knew how much his son loved Halloween, which I did. And when his son started to scream at the top of that I had ruined the party and had gone as the wrong thing. He asked me why I thought that would be appropriate, as I had witnessed his son freak out over the smallest things plenty of times before. So, was I the asshole for going as a blade of grass?
Never.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like showing up as Elmo and someone saying, you're an asshole for showing up as Elmo."
how could he
No,
know that the kid would freak out over a blade of grass?
how would he know? Like, the kid is mad because he didn't go as, like, it sounded like he didn't go as what the kid was hoping he would go as. Which, how are you gonna know what a kid that isn't even old enough to go to kindergarten wants you to go as?
That's crazy. Like guess what my kid wants you to be and go as it, or he's gonna cry. Like, what the heck?
It must have looked
Just be
so
happy you
bad.
showed up.
He's crying because it was a made up costume. I don't know.
Well, those are the best kind.
Yeah, I've
Like-
made up my own costumes before.
Like he put some thought and effort into that.
Like I went as like a super princess, where I dress up as a princess and put a cape on. Like, hey, why not?
Was he
I
grounded for not?
Unless the kid had, is on the spectrum and is known to have freakouts over things, and the guy knows that and knows that certain things can trigger him, and this is, something to do with dirt and grass is one of them, which is possible, but not probably very likely. Then no.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was going as like weed. That's what I was thought he was going as. And when I read he was going as a blade of grass. It's very creative, I thought, and always craveful. Oh my goodness, bubble gum stuck on the bottom of a shoe.
That's hilarious.
Insane. Like, I would never have thought, like, hey, I got a green shirt, I got green pants, I got a hat. Hey, I can be a blade of grass.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that.
Or what are those characters? The army figurines. But was the kid expect him to be like I don't know,
It
the
doesn't say.
coolest costume there, or like a
Yeah,
superhero, or
maybe he thought it was supposed to be more elaborate and he just wasn't impressed at all.
Well, it
yeah.
seems like everyone else was coming as like realistic demon costumes and stuff is what he put. So I wonder, like, how did he not scream of realistic demon creatures and then screamed over the grass?
Yeah. Or I almost wonder if he didn't even think it counted as a costume. You just showed up in all green, you didn't dress up.
Yeah.
But still,
All
there,
right. Thank you, Mousy, for coming.
thanks, Mousy. I feel like I need more context as to why a kid would cry over something like that.
That's all. Yeah, it just said, that's why I wanted to, but it just says he screamed saying that he ruined it, that he came, that he had gone as the wrong thing. Like,
Huh.
okay, as the wrong thing, what does that mean? Like, was the dad supposed to tell him to come as something and he didn't tell him? And then maybe he was supposed to be the superhero? I don't know.
So much extrapolation.
I just thought it was hilarious. So, blade of grass.
What do the people that comment say? Do they think he's the asshole?
Nope, not the asshole. Someone's like, you don't cater to kids being dumb like that. that's like, that's messed up.
They're not wrong though. But
Yeah. So, but yeah, everyone just say no. You're not. You just don't cater. Like,
you guys are killing me with the comments.
yeah, right.
Or maybe he was supposed to be a flower, but he only came as the grass.
Yeah, you really wanted that flower, or maybe you'll.
He was
Probably like, you ruined my kid's Halloween.
That is so weird.
Yeah, there has to be something more we're missing that he's not telling us.
Yeah, he forgot to lie.
Right. It's like, is there any other details you can give us that would be so helpful?
That make it more realistic.
Like, did it really look that bad? Did the creation he made really look that bad?
Juju, you win. I love that. Oh my god.
That would have been really cute.
Yeah.
Or if he was a cowboy with a lasso, I gotta round him up.
And then you got some guy in a little 3-piece suit following the roundup guy trying to hand him his business card. Here, if you have suffered any injuries or illnesses, please call me.
Could have said, I came as a demon, but that witch over there turned me into a blade of grass.
Oh my goodness.
He was a flower, but ran into a hungry cow before the party. See, in that costume, it has so many different stories. I wouldn't have even thought of that. I would have been like, I'm a jolly green human. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been that clever. I'm a blade of grass. Yeah, a kid's gonna have to get over it because it happens.
Yep.
He was just too young to appreciate it.
Yeah. So are we unanimous in that this guy's not the asshole?
Everyone is saying the kid is.
Yes, everyone thinks the kid is.
The kid is definitely the asshole.
It's like
the dad is for, like, you saw him walk in, like, if you felt your kid was going to go nuts on it, why didn't you say something before the kid saw it?
Yeah. Or be like, he can wear what he wants. It's a costume party. He's an adult.
Seriously. That's the thing. Like, he was just letting them throw the fit, and that's the problem. It's like,
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, what all is green?
That's what, like, when he said when he went as grass, I'm thinking the grass you smoke. So I was like, oh, here we go. This ain't gonna probably be good if it's like a kid, but he wasn't rolled up as a joint.
I had a science teacher in high school that he wore khaki pants, a green shirt, and had uh the dog from Blue's Clues. He had one of those, and he said he was Steve from Blue's Clues. I was like,
Oh,
even though we're high school kids, I was like, that's cute. Because we were all like, what are you? And he's like, I'm Steve.
see, that's the fun of costumes is trying to figure out what people are, not just
Yeah.
instantly knowing like,
Yeah, the obvious.
oh,
Oh, that's
yeah,
a witch. Oh, that's a ghost. Oh, look,
yeah.
it's a pumpkin eater.
Hey, and Peter.
It's a unicorn. Unicorns are cool though, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Batman. It's like all legit, like the normal stuff that people are.
Like, I like the ones that are more creative. I appreciate those ones.
Yep.
One time I went Halloween as a goth.
You were a goth?
Yeah, goth. I had all black and super dark makeup on.
I can't picture you goth. That's funny.
That's what I went for as Halloween. I was probably 13. I want to say I was 13.
I
Like
went
I
as one
said,
of the Spice Girls for a couple of years, and then I didn't like them anymore.
Which one?
First year I was Ginger Spice because she was my favorite, and then the following year I was Sporty Spice. That was a really comfortable costume.
Hey,
exactly,
Stacy.
Stacy. Hey, good to see you. Right? Oh, I'm the sexy witch.
Yes,
I'm the sexy cat. I'm the sexy maid.
just take everything and make it sexy. That's the new norm. Like, I'm a sexy
pirate
potato.
before.
Teresa, you did. Oh my god.
Oh, geez, Teresa. One time I was getting Christmas tree working on it.
Oh my gosh. You're a Christmas tree? That's cute.
That is so cool, Liam.
Lady loves
Potted
milk tray.
flower. Wow, I can go over all this stuff like pirate. That one, the shirt was like super skimpy. I'm surprised my mom let me walk out on that. And
I
then
was
my
almost a
cousin's
pirate a
eyes.
couple of years ago, but they didn't have my size. I was mad.
Yeah, I was like a pirate. My cousins and I would switch costumes too, and or be like the same thing. My girl cousin like will just match or like be something similar.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to read
Yeah.
any more, or are we done?
I think we're about done.
Okay.
I have one more to read if you want one more.
Yeah, I do too. I think I put a few in the thing.
I put 3 in.
I don't remember how many I put in, but
The one I have left is kind of, well, I won't say what it's kind of. Oh, I actually deleted it, so, well, I can go get it. Let me go get it.
so Fish Nerd says keep going.
Okay. Let me get mine pulled back up out of here.
Oh,
Okay.
that is so cool, Stacey. That's really like creative.
Mm-hmm. I love Pippi too. I bought the DVD a few years ago, but I don't know what I did with it. I was shocked when I found it on eBay.
That's so funny. Always grateful.
Oh, that's so cute. See, I don't think I could think of anything creative like that. I try and I'm like, everything just sounds lame in my head.
Yeah, the only thing like what I created myself wasn't anything really creative. Like I said, I went as a goth, which was all like black clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine pulled back up.
Okay.
All right. This one is a little bit long. And it is, am I the asshole for dressing up like a coworker for Halloween?
Yes.
That sounds good.
So I had been working at a company for about 5 years. I made friends with one guy specifically. Let's call him Greg. Greg and I hung out quite a bit outside of work. He was on the company softball team with me. We had barbecues together, all that fun stuff. Greg had a specific look. He had a shaved head, huge beard and mustache, and always wore these checkered Vans shoes to work. About 4 years ago, our company had a Halloween costume contest. The day before the party, I decided to go as Greg. So I went to a magic shop and got a legitimate fake beard and mustache, the real hair-like ones. I shaved my head. I bought the same exact Vans shoes he always wears. So I show up the next day dressed as Greg. Full beard and mustache, shaved head, shoes, everything. I'm not kidding. People were mistaking me for him all morning. Greg gets to work and sees me dressed as him, and people start talking to him about my costume. He awkwardly poses for a picture with me and then proceeds to immediately leave work and doesn't come back for the rest of the day. I won the costume contest. He doesn't speak to me for 6 months after that. We didn't When we did start to talk, it wasn't the same as before. I could tell he had some resentment towards me. I left the company a couple of years later and we haven't spoken since I left. I've reached out, but Greg hasn't responded. Admittedly, I'm an extrovert and he's an introvert. In his eyes, I was probably making fun of him and he didn't like the negative attention from our coworkers. In my eyes, I was simply trying to look like him and go an unconventional way with the costume. Am I the asshole?
See, well,
Wow.
on its face, I think it's creative and funny, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you got to know your audience. So if he's the type that you don't really joke around with or talk to, they might get offended and think like, "Oh, you're just making fun of me," instead of just trying to be clever. But uh, he didn't talk to him for 6 months after.
That's a
It sounds like
Dang.
even longer than that because he said he left
Yeah.
the company 2 years later and they hadn't talked in that whole span.
That's a
Yeah.
long time. And then he tried to reach out to him, and he's just like ignoring him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to put that one up here.
That is true.
What Claire is saying is, I think, perfect. It sums it up a lot that he thought it was funny. Like they were buds. How could he not take this as funny? But
Yeah.
when you're dealing with an introvert, and you're not, and you don't know what introverts are like, it's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
We're weird. We're weird people,
Yeah.
and we don't think the way you do.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I probably would have chosen if he wanted to just dress up as any coworker, I probably would have chosen one that's the more loud,
outgoing. Yeah.
yeah, that would be like, "Hey, that's good," and
Yeah.
appreciate it, and not just be like, "I'm gonna go for the quiet one."
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like they were just being creative, slapstick funny, but like I said, you gotta know
Yeah.
your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he probably really thought because they were saying he wore the same checker, like the same shoes. He went and got that. Maybe he felt like he was saying, like maybe he did think I was making fun of him.
And not only that, if that's how he felt about it, it would have been one thing if he just did it in front of a couple of people, but he did it in front of the entire office.
Yeah, and people were
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
mistaking them for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he's just embarrassed feels embarrassed in front of the entire office, and he's like,
Yeah, like 'cause he's like they said, he got a lot of the attention, and introverts don't like the attention.
no,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. Yeah, good point, Stacy. I'm not shaving my head for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things I would, but not that.
Yeah. It's like I would hope it's something that he's done before, not just doing it strictly for Halloween.
Yeah. I get it. Was the statement he was making, I think he comes across to me as that frat boy kind of guy who just thinks,
Yeah.
this will be funny.
Yeah. Greg at the office. You.
Yeah. It's an easy costume. All I have to do is shave my head and put on a fake beard and these shoes. I wanted these
Yeah.
shoes anyway.
Yeah, because it would be this. I don't think it'd be that much different than like if there's the office bitch or something, or the office Karen, and be like, I'm gonna go as her. She probably wouldn't find it funny, but
Yeah, and who
everyone else.
was this guy in the office? Was he just one of the regular people in the office? Everybody loved him. He was, just
Yeah,
your average Joe that everybody liked? Or was he kind of quirky and people kind of, you know, did laugh a little bit under their breath at him? We don't know.
yeah, that's the context I'm missing too. It's like, if he's the guy that just comes to work, keeps his head down, does his thing, then probably not the best one to go as. Because that's
That's
like
what I do.
at school, you're gonna go as the shy, awkward kid that probably doesn't hang out with a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's probably that's insensitive.
Yeah.
So
So who's the asshole here?
yeah,
The original poster or Greg?
it's like I don't want to say they're an asshole, but I just they're not very. It wasn't well thought out. It was tone deaf. So I hope he learned. I'm sure he learned never to do that again.
You're right.
Well, we have an update here.
Oh, we got an
Ooh.
update. Let's see.
Yes. The edit. Thank you for the responses. I reached out to Greg today and apologized. Not that I'm sorry if you were offended bullshit, but a real I was an asshole apology. So far, he hasn't responded, but I'm hopeful that at least he saw my message. I appreciate everyone's insight. So,
Yeah. See, if he's apologizing and legit feels bad, then I feel bad saying, okay, you're an asshole. It was an asshole move, but not an asshole.
No other updates, so we'd never know. Did Greg ever respond?
we don't
back?
have any other updates after that.
Yeah.
But he did get voted the asshole.
Yeah.
That's good.
One person accused him of identity theft.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a little excessive.
Pretty sure he didn't take his credit card.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Teresa. Why was Greg so mad? We don't know. I mean, we assume he was mad that he felt like he was being made fun of.
Like targeted
Yeah,
is my thinking.
but to be that mad for so long, I kind of
Yeah, that's
feel
where
that's
I'm
a little
like,
bit asshole-ish too.
yeah.
When this guy was your friend and, he didn't think he was doing anything, he didn't intend to be trying to hurt you, and he's trying to reach out to you, and you're just giving him the cold
Yeah, like
shoulder. I'm
make it
not down
right.
with that so much either.
Yeah.
I'm all for friends in this world.
Yeah, but then again, we are only getting one side of the story. Who's to say they were really friends? He could be making it up, and he was really a jerk to Greg this whole time.
Could be.
That's why I wonder if like something happened in his past life where he got embarrassed and then was reliving it all over again. Like, I don't know if it was something like that, but
Yeah, he could have been the geek in school that got picked on all the time.
yeah.
We don't
Because
know.
I have a feeling he was that person in the office too. And maybe throughout the work experience, maybe people poked fun at him. I don't know. Or maybe he's like, wow, do I really wear this every day? Like, am I just a big joke? Because it says the original poster, he left the company, but Greg didn't leave. So I would think if it's that bad, he would leave or switch departments or something, but just
Yeah.
cold shoulder, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's hard to read for me.
Yeah, Doug, we'd said at the kind of, I think at the beginning that, there's a possibility that these are all made up. And we do know that a lot of them, when you read them, they feel like they're stretched out. If there's a kernel of truth, it feels like there's a lot of lies that go with it to embellish,
Yeah.
to make either somebody feel like they're not
Yeah.
to pad their
Yeah.
story or to whatever. But we're all just doing this for fun, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
It just gives us something to talk about.
Yes. A lot of these are like, they lead to other conversations too.
What
So.
Teresa summed it up for everyone.
Yeah, they're, what's the word? They make you think.
Yeah.
Because even if someone said the most outlandish story, it's like you can still have an opinion on it and say, well, this person sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are topics that, we talk about. What I think it was my first one where, somebody didn't want to celebrate Halloween and the other person did, and that talks about, there are people who have differing opinions in relationships, and that is a conversation to have. And we try to not do it so seriously, but
Yeah.
that is a conversation to have.
Yeah, some of these can get pretty deep as far as like depending on fake or not, like some things you just don't do.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But
Like we always used to hear.
should write our own. Right, Juju? I'm pretty sure you can make up some good ones. Are you the asshole to those raccoons?
Chew the meat and spit out the bone is what I always try to go by, dog. If you don't like any of the meat and I think it's all bone in here, then we're not going to make you stay and listen.
Yeah.
We're glad you're here, but we're not going to make you stay and listen. Oh, we're not going to go do porn. That's a good. We're going to leave that for mayhem.
Leave that for Claire's.
Yeah, that's a good one for mayhem, not for here.
Yeah.
Yay, porn.
All right.
I read one too that it was like collectively the poster was the asshole. Like,
yeah.
It's like that would suck to post one and it's like, you are indeed an asshole. No doubt about it.
Anyway,
Yep.
did you have one more, Cass? Or is
Yeah.
that it?
Oh no, Carly had one more.
Carly has one more. Okay.
All right.
I don't have
it
another
looks
one.
long, but reading it, it's really not.
Yeah, I thought my other one was super long, and once I read it, it was like, that wasn't so bad.
Like, oh, that's not that one. Okay. Okay, so am I the asshole for telling my teen she can't go to a dance because I need her to babysit and she's my only option?
Oh my.
My kids are Bindi, 17, Ava, 14, and Fritz, 9. I'll cut right to the problem. My sisters and I are going for an overnight trip late this month. With my oldest sister's work schedule, the only time we can go for the foreseeable future is the 29th. This has been planned for several weeks. Bindi announced to me this week that her school is doing a Halloween dance on the 29th. She was so excited and it was excitedly planning her costume. I hated to burst her bubble, but I had to tell her she can't go. You see, Fritz is severely autistic, exactly what you're probably thinking. He's nonverbal, no eye contact, no toilet training, that sort of thing. This makes him much more difficult to leave with someone other than his sisters ever were. I could easily find a sitter for them when they were younger. The only people who will even take Fritz outside of our household are his grandparents, who cannot watch him that weekend. He also does well with Bindi, meaning she is literally our only option. Bindi didn't take it well and asked me why Ava can't watch him for a few hours while she's at the dance, since Ava has babysat before. Well, Ava is having surgery the Monday before that. Nothing major, but she is not going to be healed up enough to deal with one of her brother's meltdowns by Friday. I'm not saying that would happen, but it's always a possibility. She can help, but someone else needs to be there, and that someone else is going to have to be Bindi. She responded by saying she didn't realize her siblings were so much more important and went up to her room scowling. I've tried knocking and calling her, but she keeps sending me straight to voicemail. I get that she's upset and was really looking forward to this dance. It's only for juniors and seniors, and school didn't have it last year thanks to COVID. But I'm going to need to make her I'm going to her to need a I'm going to need her to make a small sacrifice for the family right now. I fully intend to make it up to her. But does expecting her to be there for the family make me the asshole? And edit to add, Dad died when Fritz was a baby. Besides my younger sister who will be going on my trip, my family all live in another state. Hmm. You wanna say?
I
Oh.
don't. I think it's bad timing that it
Yeah.
is the same time as the dance, but I don't think that makes them an asshole.
Yeah.
You're talking
Well,
about special needs.
yeah. Well, a lot of people, well, this was the one that everyone was saying the mom's the asshole. And a lot are saying, why are you going on a trip when you have this going on? Plus, your other daughter's having surgery. Just seems like a really bad time to go. But
Yeah.
I think it's weird that the mom said, I need her to make a sacrifice for the family. Like,
Yeah,
what?
that's what
Yeah.
got me.
That's a weird way to put it.
Yeah. Now, how
And if
old's
it's
the teen?
17.
Technically, she shouldn't even be left alone.
Yeah. And my question is too, let's say whenever she turns 18 and wants to move out, then what's mom going to do?
Yeah.
So I almost wonder if she knows that, but is taking an opportunity to go. But when she says this is the only time we can go for the foreseeable future, I'd be like, well, sis, I've got,
There's a
like,
sacrifice you have to make.
yeah, like, because if the sister is 17 and this dance is, a once in a lifetime thing, and she'll only have maybe one up, I don't know when she graduates, but if this is going to be her last chance to go, it reminds me of the same thing with the mom in the $80 costume.
Yeah.
It's like, it might seem like not a big deal, but it is to them. So I think mom is kind of thinking of herself in this one.
Yeah, I think if there's anybody who should be asked to make the sacrifice, it should be the parent over the kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that I was gonna say that too, Juju, with COVID, like how many kids had to miss out on, their prom and just the whole year basically. Like she's probably dying to do something in person that's not on the computer. Yeah, that too, AC. If it's just a trip with her sister to, she didn't say what, but
Yeah, exactly.
just
Yeah.
sounds like it's a personal sister trip. Or if any, I would be like, change your trip to like something in town, like maybe a nearby hotel with a spa or whatever. That way she could go on the 30th and she's still nearby if something did happen.
Yeah.
All in all, though, the teen is not responsible for the other kids. Like, if
Yeah.
you can't expect your older kids to just drop everything and babysit if you can't find someone else to babysit and make them. That's just not right. Like, to make them sacrifice what they're already planning to do because you want to go do something.
Yeah, and to say you're the only option sounds unfair. So now that also
I'm
makes
gonna
her
say
feel
everyone
guilty.
said. I want to say everyone did tell her that she's the a-hole.
Yeah, they did. They're like, you're going out of town while not only your daughter has to miss out on a school thing, your other daughter's having surgery, and then you want them to, put everything aside. And then if you're saying your son, who's severely autistic, most likely will have a meltdown, it's like, why are you leaving? And if the grandparents can't watch it, it's like, okay, what if something did happen? Who's she going to call for help?
Yeah, and if she did have to call for help and the authorities got wind of it, then mom's going to be in trouble for leaving all of them alone.
Yeah. That happened to a coworker of mine. Her son, one of her sons was autistic the way this person describes. And she had the older son, who was only like 13 at the time, watch all the siblings. And she and her boyfriend went to, I don't know, run some errand. And the older son that was babysitting fell asleep. Well, the autistic child started a fire in the kitchen. And a neighbor called the fire department, and there was a whole investigation, and it was a whole mess. But yeah, so it's like, if something does happen, I don't know if a 17-year-old is allowed to be alone in babysitting,
I don't think
depending
so.
on, yeah. I know some states, they allow it at like 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm like, even if it's legal, I still don't necessarily think I could do it.
I'm really hung up on the word sacrifice that the mom threw out
Yeah.
at the kid.
That's really what gets me this whole
Because
thing is the whole sacrifice.
Mom's not going to sacrifice, but she's going to throw that word at the daughter.
Yep. Because it sounds like she's being dramatic, like, just make the sacrifice for the family. No, you're the one that wants to go out of town. It's for you.
Yep. Mom needs a talking to.
Yep. And I didn't see any kind of update or anything, so I don't know if she did go on the trip or what happened with that, but it sounds like she did go, but she was just trying to make the daughter understand it would be a sacrifice. Think of the family. And that's why I worry for her that if she wants, I have a feeling she'll want to move out, and mom will be like, but sacrifice your freedom for the family.
Yeah.
It's like, that is sad that the dad passed away and she's doing it all on her own, but it's not fair of her to be like, okay, daughter, you're next in line.
Yeah, it's not fair to push it all on the older kid.
Yeah. See, sacrifice is the word. Yep. Mom does need to grow up. Oh, yeah. Back in the day, babysitting was pretty young now that I think about it. But nowadays, I don't think I would ever trust a 12-year-old with my kids.
Right? Things are so different back then. I used
Yeah.
to babysit at 12.
Oh, wow. It's already almost past our
Almost night.
time.
I know.
Yep, it's about that time. We've made it 2 hours. I thought we normally usually go an hour with
Yeah, we
it.
usually go about an hour and a half
The heck?
sometimes.
Nerd was over here instigating like one more, so we had to keep going.
We used to go 2 hours all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to. I just didn't know with the am I the asshole? It seemed like people would be less interested around this time, but it's more people are engaging.
Yeah.
Let it go, let it go.
Cass is being Elsa for Halloween. That's what you're.
Where did you post it, Liam?
Oh, I remember you said you were going to send us one, but I didn't know we were supposed to read it.
Where did you send it?
Did you post it in Discord?
Good night, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks for
coming, dog. Good night. Thank you for dropping the light. Claire, don't agree with him. No.
Yes, we're definitely
above.
assholes if we completely ignored it, but I didn't see it.
I
I didn't
didn't see
either.
it either. I'm just kidding. I'm like trying to scroll up. Oh, I wrote a fake am I the asshole for shenanigans and then immediately let them know it was completely bullocks without giving the punchline. Blah, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, I thought you were like sent one from Reddit. Like, we didn't get that.
Did you wait? No, but did you really like post it somewhere, or was it just that comment that we missed? Tell us, Liam, so we can go find it.
We don't want to be assholes.
No. Should we
We're
check
sorry.
in Discord?
Please don't not talk to us for 6 months. Or lock your door and not answer our calls. Don't do that. You just got to make a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. Yeah, I think we all are one time or another. Just can't help it sometimes.
No. Especially the more tired I am, then I'm guaranteed to be the asshole.
Yep. Or if I'm hungry, I can be an
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah,
And I've been eating a Snickers for like 2 weeks now.
I can
Anyway.
imagine.
Not the same Snickers though, right?
I've been
Well,
eating 2 different kinds of Snickers.
Claire, do you know what Mrs. Cassandra has in her possession right now?
Yes, I did. I did put it in there, but I
You
got in
told
trouble.
Claire you put it in Discord?
I told Wrecker I'm gonna be like with him whenever husband and I try it, because I told my husband like we're trying it together at the same time so we can die together if it's that bad.
She has the Oreo Diet Coke or Coke Zero or whatever it is. What
I
new
watched
Butterfinger?
someone. Oh, the salted caramel.
Ooh.
Salted caramel, what?
Salted caramel Butterfinger. Oh, April.
Oh,
That's far
why are you
away.
telling us no? It's too far away.
And who was talking about spiced Coke? Were you talking about that, Claire, when all the Coke stuff was going down? Because
I think
apparently
that was me.
okay, because that's going away.
Good. 'Cause that just sounds gross.
Apparently,
But I saw someone review the Oreo Coke today, and they said they were disappointed because it just tasted like regular Coke. And I've heard a couple people say they taste like a little bit of vanilla, but they don't taste chocolate, like the chocolate part of the Oreo. I'm like, well, that stinks. So, like, part of me does want to try it though, just because I'm curious. But I would try the kind that's not zero sugar. So I wonder if
they
that's
do make it
part
in
of it.
Yeah,
I thought
just
they
so you
did.
know, Claire is telling the truth. She banned after I posted that. Within a few hours, she banned the word Oreo in her Discord, so I cannot post any Oreos anymore.
Just one time. Make an exception.
Oh, that reminds me. See if I can find this out for Juju now before we go.
But I haven't heard anyone mention the Coke Oreos, only the soda. I wonder if those are any better. That's why I've been saying I wish Oreo would offer like sample packs. So you don't have to commit to a whole thing of them if you don't like them.
That's what it was. Okay, Juju, you asked me which Canadian Oreos I got. The one was the cinnamon buns. That's what I remembered. But the other one was carrot cake.
I heard those are delicious.
Eh. Same thing with all the other ones. They smell like what they're supposed to be, but they don't necessarily
Are we
taste
talking?
like
You
it.
said the carrot cake Oreo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
those
are the
are
ones-
actually decent. They're good. I've had them before.
Those
last
were the
year.
ones from Canada that I got.
I think they brought
Is
them
a-
like late last year or something.
Is this woman I follow that what she just tests random products, and she tried like 3 different kinds of Oreos, and she said the carrot cake were her favorite. I think the other ones were the blueberry pie, and then I forget what the other one was, but she said the carrot cake were delicious.
I'm getting really, really annoyed because my links aren't sending. My links don't send them text messages.
So what if you say Florio? Does that count?
Probably just Nopio.
Peer pressure.
Oh, sorry, Juju. I was just answering your question.
Stay strong. All I know is they need to bring back my peppermint bark Oreos. Until then, I feel like I need to protest Oreos and not try anything new. Because around the holidays, they'll do the red ones and then I think gingerbread, and that's it. Like there's so many flavors you could do.
That's why I say the Oreos are the pick-me girls. They're trying
Yes.
so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So hard.
Yep.
Just relax.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
All right.
anywho,
Yeah.
now
Well,
we're
this
over
was
our
fun
time.
tonight. Yeah, now we've gone over.
But yeah, this was fun.
So,
Yeah, it was fun.
shall we wait till we post our stream for next week to surprise everybody, or should we go ahead and tell them what it's going to be?
They can wait till we post the thumbnail.
Okay.
So they have something to look out for.
Yeah. So, it's going to be a trivia. I'm going to tell you that. But you're going to have to wait till I post the thumbnail, which I will do maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow.
Or probably not. You will find out. But yeah, thank you all for
And
coming and
somebody requested
participating. And
this. I can't remember if it was Juju or Always Grateful, but somebody requested this. Just going to say that. Do you remember who it was?
I don't.
I thought it might have been Juju. Don't know.
Okay.
I feel like it was AC, but I'm not sure.
See, I get the two of them confused with who
Even-
requested them.
Yeah, even the mods don't know, just so you guys know. The mods don't even know what's happening.
Nope. Haven't told the mods. Juju
Not
said
told.
that was her. Except she doesn't know what we're doing.
I think it was suggested when we were live, right? It wasn't like in a comment
No.
on the community.
Yeah, it was tossed out there one night when we were.
Yeah, it was tossed on live.
Yep.
Yeah, so it will be a surprise.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it'll be good.
It
Yeah.
could have been both. Who knows? It could have been.
Could have been.
Then again, it could have even been Carly. Wait, was it you, Carly?
No, it wasn't me. I mean, when we were figuring out what we were going to do, I threw it out there, but it wasn't my original idea. I'm joking.
Just
But-
come and see.
How about when we do share it, whoever did suggest it can just claim it.
Yeah.
Put it in the comment. Say
Yep.
it was me.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get a bunch of comments saying it was me. That's good for the algorithm.
Me.
I want to say something, but it'll give it away, so I'm not going to say that.
But if you want to, you can still drop suggestions for
Yeah.
future streams.
Future trivia.
Yeah.
Can't guarantee we
Because-
can do with the trivia, but we always
I
want your
can't-
suggestions.
I can't think of any. I think haven't we done like Thanksgiving trivia before?
I think so.
Or was it like
I think we
something
might
with the
have.
food? I don't know, but I can't think
I
of
think it
any
might have been.
Thanksgiving ideas. So if you guys can think of anything good for November, drop a comment.
Help us in November.
But yes, thank
that
you all
one.
for coming.
Not that one.
Oh, nope.
All right, we're
Sounds
going to go now before you guys start guessing. We're going to go.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. There will be, since the trial was postponed, there will be a what the F read tomorrow.
Trial was postponed.
Yes.
Which trial?
Sarah
It's the
Boone.
Sarah Boone trial.
Oh,
Yeah.
postponed
Thank you.
until when?
I think next week.
Oh, okay.
So is
I
this
need to-
ready going to be a what the fuckery or
Yeah.
a mayhem?
Yeah, it'll be what the F.
Okay.
Have a surprise for you all.
All righty.
Yep. Wrecker is
He's taking over completely.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I think
So-
we will all suffer for sure, knowing whatever he's going to pull up to show, like poop in a can, and
Ew.
Snickers. I don't think we told you about this one, Carly, but Snickers dick veins.
Do you
And
notice Snickers have a dick vein, Carly? Did you notice that?
They did what?
Snickers.
have-
If you look at a Snickers, they have
Tur-
dick veins.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said did things. Like, what?
No, dick.
Like, what did they
I
do?
I gotta kind of be quiet since the grandma's around.
Yeah.
What does that include? The pumpkin shaped ones or regular?
I don't know about the pumpkin shaped ones.
Good night, Teresa.
Good
Night, Teresa. Thanks for coming.
Well, yeah, thank you all for showing up.
Yep.
See you guys in the street.
We will see you around here. We'll see you tomorrow on What the F on Claire's channel, and we will all see what Wrecker's going to throw out at us together, and we can survive together. We can do it.
Keep an eye out for the thumbnail.
Yep.
Yep. Like I said, you'll see it. I'm going to make you wait till tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Good night, you
All
guys.
right, Carly, you know what you're supposed to do.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm glad you're
See,
back,
you can't do
Carly.
it. Good night. Good night.
I'm Batman.